recording. So the idea behind this is that basically these are viewer submitted replays, and people were supposed to put one word, but I don't mind. Like Nestle, you can just put dashes in between. That's completely fine. And the idea is that we try to predict what the game is about based off the one word. So Big Tree. So this is either a Savannah Elves game or Crimson Grove. Crimson Grove? What am I saying? Chosen Grove. Crimson Grove would be cool. A vampire tree faction. I'm all for that. Cool. All right. So the name of this is Big Tree, and so this is Wayfarers versus Chosen Grove. This is probably kind of a tough matchup for Chosen Grove, but the Chosen Grove experts in chat can tell me. What do you think about this matchup, Eden? Tree. All right. So Bookish is playing the Wayfarers, I see. Yeah, Bookish on their famous Wayfarers. They did really well in, I think, 2 Plat Hat tournaments ago, and even this past Plat Hat playing Wayfarers did really well in the last pool. All right, Tree goes first. Wayfarers is grim. An early summer, I like it. Seven Connor, I've seen them in replays. I don't think I've played them, but I don't play too many public games, so probably the reason why. Nice use of boost. I guess the 4 out of 4. I'm assuming Stag Rider goes back. Okay, they have a nice autumn. Hey, Shoots. Okay, interesting. So Shoots thinks that Wayfarers is a good matchup. So either Eden or Shoots is lying. No, I'm kidding. I can link it to you afterwards for Grata. I'll link it to chat after. Jack6 channel. Or here, I can do it right now quickly. Creator dashboard. The real Jexic. Here, I'll link it to you guys. Go follow him. The more... Oop. Yeah, I could see Stag Riders being terrible in this matchup. And that's one of your hardest hitting, as we can see right here. Oh, sorry, I missed this. Let me go back. It's only turn 2, so at least it's easy to go back. All right, let's see. So, was a nice turn by Connor7, able to get the Dancer to 1 as well as snipe off the Voyager. Let me optimize this a little bit. I can see that, Eden. Yeah, just 2 magic down the drain. Like, it's a 2 magic unit, which is, if you're able to reach it, like, it doesn't feel like you get value if you only get 1 attack with a Stag Rider. Okay, we get a coordinate. Interesting. But yeah, exactly what you're saying, Eden. They try to get the Stag Rider, which makes a lot of sense. Just a lot of value. Being able to kill a 2 magic unit with 1 attack. Especially because almost all, I mean, every single Wayfarer common can, with 1 attack, potentially kill a Stag Rider. But in this case, the Stag Rider lives. I like it by Bookish trying to get a forward gate, basically just get nice position with their coordinate. They whiffed on the Stag Rider, but nice play regardless. All right, we have the second summer. Trying to scare away Celeste, hopefully with a 4 out of 4. Nice. And especially if the gate's so far up, I don't think you want to be conserving things like that. So it makes sense. Yeah, guards are great in this position. All right, we get a slip by turn. So a second coordinate's used by Bookish. Will this be Celeste attack Nimid slip by? It's looking like it. And then they'll get the extra dice. Nice play. Just trying to make things really scary. Oh, we already get spoiled to this dancer most likely dying to uproot next turn. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. Shoots. Odric also sounds like it'd be really good in this matchup. It's the forward gate. I'm curious if it might be been better instead of summoning Odric. I know you want to get out early, but maybe just blocking this gate spot might have been advantageous for Connor. Just summoning 2 guards or something. Gets the Voyager. Because now this gate spot, basically Nimid needs to play another gate, which they don't have. Oh, that's always the worst feeling against Odric, to only get one. Oh, why did Voyager not take any damage there? Interesting. Is it not on Odric itself? I actually had no clue about the interaction. So it's if you attack other units, not Odric. Interesting. So that's why, now it makes sense why shoots you like playing Odric in the back. Makes a lot of sense, actually. I had no idea that's how counter worked. After a friendly unit, interesting. Should have used all their magic on seasons. Yeah, I agree, Eden. Especially because I think they have used all their events besides spring, so they'd get some good value. So far, Wayfarer is struggling. But Odric has basically done nothing. Very smart by Bookish, just focusing it down. Getting some good value. I mean, you'd love to have a gate here as a Connor just to block off any type of Seek the Horizon plays. Yeah, you thought the same as me. Yeah, I had no clue. I would have fallen into that trap if I didn't see this game. I'd have played Odric, and I'm like, why aren't they taking any damage? Yeah, this is a long game. This is interesting. We're going to see some Econ Wayfarers. Getting really good value out of Celeste. Celeste has been killing a unit per attack. Oh, the whiff. Alright, what are we getting back? It's always interesting to see. Do they go... Okay, interesting. They go for the dancer also. I guess it makes sense. Having some bulk here is always useful. Getting the side gate. Nice play by Connor. Ooh, the whiff. The whiff on the rogue. Oh, and another whiff. Tragic. Do they get the 2 out of 2 here at least? Oh, no. What are the odds of that turn? That's a miserable turn. Rogue seemed pretty good in this matchup, especially if you can have a situation like this. I guess this is... yeah, against any other faction beside Wayfarers, I guess the Rogue here just has free reign over Nimid. Damn, look at this double waypoint. Some cool plays here happening by the by Bookish. Completely surrounding this gate. That's kind of a nice play by Bookish. Making this gate and sort of the left side of Nimid just impossible to summon anything around. So Wayfarers has complete control over the the left side of the map. Alright, at least they're hitting this turn. Alright, Infinite Seeks. Yeah, if Wayfarers are able to get both Seekers of the Horizons, you can get some really good value. You can start competing with a lot of factions in the late game. I guess was my point. Even like with cloaks, I've played against cloaks as Wayfarers, and if you're able to get both Seeks off, you're able to very competently go econ against cloaks. Also because cloaks commons are pretty squishy outside of machinist. All right, nice play by Celeste getting out there. We get the adventurer back. And is it another dancer? Okay, they go for the Voyager, I guess because of the mana. Yeah, interesting point, Shoots. Shoots is saying that I need to add chat to the VOD, but basically Shoots is saying that Ursa can be both a good thing and a bad thing in this matchup. One, it can be burst down really easily by Wayfarer's high damage, but at the same time, you don't really have any other unit besides Seasons and Nimid Uprooted, which has 4 dice. I wonder if this is like you kill your own gate uproot game. This is tragic by Connor. They literally have no cards they can summon. This is a super interesting game. Thanks to Bookish for submitting this. Very interesting game. This rogue has been doing so much work also. It's a cool like isolation of this half. Yeah, I'm assuming they uproot their own gate. Oh, they're not? Interesting. Okay. I kind of like it. Kind of like it by Connor. Making themselves very safe. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Yeah, rogues are super good. They're such a cool unit. 0 cost 2/2, which can attack sideways. Diagonal. Have you played this matchup, Aaron? We have Shoots think this is a good matchup for Tree, and Eden thinks it's a bad matchup for Tree. So we need a tiebreaker. All right, so we get Seasons out, and oh, sorry. Who would I want to be here? Probably Tree. I think if you're a Tree in this position, especially just getting out Spring, you're probably in a really good position. Yeah, I think I'd rather be Tree here. I'm doing well, G7 Ginger, or I'm doing well, Aaron. The game is going well. This is our first one of the day. Just watching Bookish, he just has, or they have a big tree as the title of this, and I can already see this is we have 2 big trees over here. Yeah, Jexic, I have to ask Jexic if he knows about this matchup. And you lean Wayfarers. Okay, so we have 2 against 1 currently. But we'll see. Yeah, this is I think this would be a super cool league matchup, and then we can decide. Oh my God, the 1 for 6. At least it's not that important. No, maybe if you're able to get some more damage on Celeste here, but they'd be able to regardless, so that's not that big of a miss. I guess the idea was that the Voyager would be able to get dice on Nimid if they killed the gate. Yeah, Jexic is the king of Wayfarers. Won twice with them in Live League. The undisputed champion. All right, Nimid's able to be uprooted here, and this looks relatively scary for relatively scary for Wayfarers. Ooh, sort of like Shoots was saying, how Ursa can just get one shot in this matchup. You'd rather be Wayfarers here, Eden? I guess they do have card advantage, especially if they're able to get rolls like that. Yeah. I just think Nimid, once uprooted, can do some disgusting things with uprooted movable uproot and movable autumn, especially with seasons being healthy still. But I guess, like people were pointing out, the problem is one of your last cards is Stag Rider, and one of the advantages that Celeste has. Oh my god! Celeste got a 1 for 6 or 1 for 12 the past 2 attacks. That's amazing. My god. Okay, they're going for the uproot. Interesting. I think I would have saved it there. I don't think this is that important, but maybe they're afraid of dying. I think this was a lot of resources this turn for very little benefit by con, but maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe you have to go for this just so Nimbit doesn't die. But I feel like with a guard, you're not in that much trouble. Yeah, Aaron, the dice are saying no. Yeah, that's true though. That range is probably really good. I guess I just see this season's high Nimbit at 8 is, it's low for Nimbit, but at the same time, it's still pretty healthy. But like you're saying, Bookish is doing the exact right thing, which is trying to isolate their range units. Here comes the Stag Rider. This is kind of an important hit. If you kill the Voyager, you're probably in a really good spot here. Ah, and they hit it. True, Aaron. Did not even use the Seed Bearer attack after it survived. Gusto. Late game Gusto sounds like a lot of fun, though. How do you pull this off, Bookish? Two cards left. I guess Stag Rider can't get any more boost. I'm not sure if I'd have used Stag Rider in this position, but I guess they felt like they didn't want to take inactivity damage on Nimid. But I think you can go down to 7 there and still be fine. Okay, I guess the Gust Rider, so no more ranged. Yeah, you're right, Eden. They don't move seasons? Interesting. I guess they don't want... I think I would have... I guess they want to protect seasons a little bit. Maybe it's the right choice. Oof, some bad dice on the guard. But able to take it down. And here it looks quite scary. Mattering what Bookish's last card is. Is this one of these games you just pray for no 6 out of 6? What a fun game. Okay, last card adventure. I can see now. Very cool game. Nice play by Bookish here. Optimizing the amount of dice they can get on seasons. All right, GG's. I mean, there's still a little bit of a chance, but I don't see it. With Gusto at 6, Celeste at 6. The tree is running away. Yeah, I agree, Shoots. That was a mistake, I think, by Connor. Is this why this game is so long? I mean, it's already been a long game, but is it just Nimbud hitting a gate? Well, this game is very done. Okay, their Bookish is going to attack their own gate. Smart play. Make Nimbud take an activity damage here. Yep. Yeah, right, Shoots. Four attack, too much. And now all that Bookish has to do is play keep away. While this 2 health or two dice rogue is perfect roll. The only time in the game where you're praying for bad rolls by your units. Dead tree, just like how Eden likes. True, Aaron. True. What are your thoughts, Eden, on the tree retreating? Do you think tree should ever retreat, or is tree only supposed to go forward to the enemy? This was a very long game. Let's see, Shoots. This game was a total of 44 turns. Yeah, that's a giant game. I wonder what the average amount of turns is. Probably like, I would assume like between 20 and 30 turns. Maybe lower. Probably closer to like low 20s. Probably between 20 and 25 or something. Cool game. Thanks, Bookish. That was a great game. Very cool plays by both players. We'll watch your other replays later after we go through everyone. But super cool game first. All right, the next replay is Nestle, and he calls it Reach. I'm curious if this is a Tundra Orc Brutal Force game. Some type of. My guess is that Nestle's playing Tundra Orcs, and there's some type of For Glory Brutal Force, maybe a double. Oh, you know, it would be sick, like a For Glory double Brutal Force attack on your summoner. Tree can't move, so it can't retreat. Yeah, Brutal Force is so cool when it works well. Such a scary event. Okay, so Nestle's not playing. I thought this would be a Nestle Tundra Orc game, but it's a Nestle. I wonder if this is from the tournament. Probably not. It's a Nestle Adventure game or Forge game. I know Nestle's been playing these recently, ever since he basically by accident chose Forged for the Plat Hat tournament. I think he didn't realize what he was doing, and so he ended up with a Forged. But Forger is such a cool faction, and I think it's one of those factions which I would say has not I think it's better than the community records put it to. Like if we had like a player count of like 10,000 players, I think Forge would we would see more amazing Forge players. Yeah. Sounds good, Eden. I'll ping you on Discord if there's any more true games. All right, let's watch this game. So this matchup, I would assume, is kind of hard for Phoenix Elves in general. But that's it. I think, in my opinion, Phoenix Elves are the worst faction in the game. Maybe you could make an argument for Fae, but I feel like Fae are less predictable. Ooh, the whiff. Oops, sorry. Oh, it's G-Men playing the Phoenix Elves. I was wondering why these Phoenix Elves are so aggressive, but it makes so much sense now. Okay, wait, what happened there? Wait. Did that make sense? Let me replay that turn. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Aaron, I've never. I mean, maybe it's my lack of facing Phoenix Elves in general. I don't think I've ever, in my opinion, I think Phoenix Elves are just. Uh, I think they're too predictable. I think is maybe, or maybe the. I mean, sometimes I think people are biased by how strong factions are based off what decks you play. And so, look, I play Sand Goblins, I play Storm Goblins, so I'm sure Phoenix Elves are always going to feel weak in that situation. Oh, what's this visual bug? It's a crazy visual bug. But yeah, in my opinion, at least from what I've played, I feel like Phoenix Elves are the uh, worst faction. Hey, Purse Warden. Yeah, no, I completely agree, Purse Warden. Yeah, it could just be like like you and Aaron are saying that I just play factions which are just very strong into them, so they always seem weak. Hey, Jexic. We shouted out your channel to Hergrada recently, or just like a couple seconds ago. Okay, so what happened here? So they whiff this. I guess they get the 2 out of 2 here. Okay, that makes sense. Purse is a great aggressive Phoenix Elf player. Oh, cool. I need to play you, Purse. I need to play more public queue. All right. So we see Nestle pushing up. Would you guys say that Forge are, in just my head, I'd feel like Forge are favored in this matchup. But maybe Phoenix Elves have some tools with Inventor having low magic and the Inventor having to be the Inventor having low health, and also the Inventor being most of the time played to go towards you. So Beasts probably like in here have a lot of value. Mm-mm-mm. Cool. Oh, whiff. But at least they get the damage on the Inventor, maybe? Okay, they got a ping. Nestle gets in there. It might have been a little bit of a mistake to keep this gate spot open in this case, especially when G-Man doesn't have other gates in hand. Or other gates on the board. But this is cool by Nestle, basically just making a Sentry Cog wall. This is so scary as Phoenix Elves. I guess you're hoping for some what's that event? The movement phase event where you do damage, burns. Yeah, hopefully you get some burns. That's what you're hoping for as Moldaria right here. Get rid of these sentry cogs before. But this is so scary for any faction. Just a wall of sentry cogs, especially on your 4th row. They'll always get the damage. Ooh, nice. But this seems super scary. Yeah, Nestle's doing the right thing, just push in there. So the title, or what Nestle said this game, is Reach. So I'm assuming we'll get some crazy, maybe Sproink. If we can see a Sproink game, I'd be super excited. Jexic says that for Wayfarers versus Tree that he's 7-7. Okay, interesting. So maybe it's a really cool league matchup. Next season we should vote for that. That'll be a fun. I think both sides of that matchup sound like a lot of fun. Okay, so you think they're slightly tree favored? Cool. Yeah, this event doesn't really do much against. I know Vexer was the one who I think was saying that they always like throwing around this event. My God, this damage. This poor Moldaria. You need a burn next turn or else you're just dead. And even then, you're probably dead. But the super nice Sentry Cog usage by Nestle this game. G-Man also just had a, yeah. Okay, I forgot about Beast also. Makes sense. Okay. Sort of forced into a corner. Interesting. Nice counterplay by G-Men here. Putting them in a super safe space, especially with the Sentry Cog here. Oh, I don't... Would you attack the Sentry Cog there? I think that's a mistake, right? Because you can just summon a Ember Cog. And attack. Alright. Oh, but Nestle does not have an Ember Cog. Okay. Nestle always has really cool finishes to these games, so I'm sure we'll see something crazy. Alright, nice play with the Blast Forge. Nice play by Nestle. Super nice play. Fun game by both players. Basically uses the... So to repeat that last turn. It was probably a mistake for G-Man to kill the Ember Cog, but I can sort of understand why. Or not the Sentry Cog, not the Ember Cog. Or have they already played all their... 1, 2... Oh, shows what I know. Okay, so there was only one Ember Cog inside the... or 1, 2... Yeah, there's only one Ember Cog left inside the deck, so... Actually, maybe a good play by G-Man. I am proven wrong. The barricade kill, yeah. Purse Warden says this matchup is much more winnable than Shadow Elf, Storm Goblins, Sand Goblins. Yeah, that sounds miserable. Yeah, no, Ember Mages seem really bad in this matchup. It's funny how Ember Mages are like really good. They're probably one of the main reasons why this matchup is, or why Phoenix Elves versus Swamp Orcs is actually doable. Because no matter how many dice you roll on it, it's still only going to take 1 damage. But against other matchups, like you said, Storm Goblins, Sand Goblins, Forged, they just are fodder. Fun game. Thanks, Nestle, for the replay. We'll watch more than one replay after we go through everything. Purse Warden, it's now your turn. Don't be scared, homie. That's a great name. Let's watch this. Let me close these two. Yeah, barricade kills are always great. I feel like Forged are a Nestle faction, though. If you're a Tundra Orc player, that's probably not too far behind. It's like probably like a step removed from a Forged player. All right, so another Forged game. I'm excited. All right, we got Forged by the Purse Warden against Philetician's Cloaks. Let's see. Philetician's is a super fun person to cast with. Great guy and also a great player. Yeah, no, I don't think these are meant to be perfect games. It's more just games which you had fun in, games which you think you or your opponent did cool things in, or just were funny in general. You know, just bad dice or great dice. Interesting, keeping the machinist safe and get some great dice on your units. Yeah, I think Tundra Orcs versus Forge sounds like an amazing league matchup. Maybe it's Tundra Orc favored? No, it's probably not. Sounds like like one of those Swamp Orcs versus Edia. I forgot what faction. The one you're the Granny. It sounds like in a very explosive matchup. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, keeps the Hellforge. Super cool. Sorry. All right, trying to get the double. Nice gunner play by Philetician. Gets the Blast Forge down. This Embercog is going down, but even if it survives, it's not a... 1 health Embercog is not the scariest. We've done one deck building game. Yeah, Deck 6 turn 1 win. That was a great turn 1 win. And also, later on, we'll have, I think the last replay, Shoots submitted their deck building game from this tournament. But I'm happy to do either. Look, I'm super happy to. Deck building games are super fun to watch also, and they probably have even more crazy turns than in a base deck. Nice. Titan is always fun to use. And also Titan early on with Coolant sounds super cool. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ooh, is Purse Warden gonna do the upgraded bandit? The corner bandit? Fully upgraded? That'd be pretty cool to watch. Nice, you get the gate spot. Do you move Titan this turn or not? I guess you don't really need to. Yeah, because the only thing you could really do is move the... I, I guess you could block the gate, but this is kind of cool also. Having the Embercog here, as well as just sort of cornering them. All right. Let's see. We get the cool sniper double attack. The triple attack. Do they get it? Oh, nice, nice. It paid off. Cool. Uses Titan to get out of the way, as well as nice play by you, Purse Warden, to get the damage from the Sentry Cog summon. And you have the Mag Cog. Nice, now you have double modular. Double modular is when forged, you see the coolest plays. Oh no, the replay is broken. Nice. Getting some good value with these modulars, as well as just slowly encroaching into Philetician space. Okay. Interesting. So what's the Out of Shadows play here? Okay, Out of Shadows just for value with a with a Machinist. Makes sense. Ideally, you'd want Vlox in the other spot. Okay, trying to go for the snipe on Magcog. Yeah, I really that was something really cool. Until the replay feature gets fixed, I really appreciated that. At least for the Tournament of Champions, Ben would stream all the tournament games because he was afraid that the links would get broken. Though I think it should be retroactive whenever someone gets around to fixing it, because all the logs are there still, right? It's just that the game won't play them. So ideally, it should be codable. It's not like the data's lost. Are we going to get a Moto Boot Sniper? Okay, we get a Moto Boot Machinist. an interesting game. This is definitely an interesting game. Oh, interesting. Okay. Is it just due to is the replay feature never going to be fixed just due to like a coding manpower issue, or is it just due to he doesn't think it's actually fixable? This is a cool replay. Thanks, Purse. This is seems very close. I'm curious how you end up winning this. This looks like a hard spot right now for Forged. Okay. A cool sentry. This is a very nice sentry cog placement, especially because the machinist can only do 1 damage, or sorry, only do 2 dice, so cannot kill it. So the machinist is kind of forced to go to the side. Oh, Titan to get in there? That makes a lot of sense. That's cool. Titan's such a cool hero. I mean, such a cool champion. I just never see it much. One day, I think I'll just start spamming Forged. Oh, I see. So he doesn't save the different versions of the game. Yeah, that makes sense. There's so many other things so many other features which I think players would much rather get implemented than seeing old replays. That's something, if they make it big, they can implement. That makes sense, Aaron. Yeah, Percy, you're doing a great job this game. Getting in there. Oh, interesting, the workshop. The offensive workshop. I'm curious what you do with this. I guess it's to... Oh, because you can magcog both sides, so only the... That's a super cool play. The offensive workshop. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But it's working in this situation. Super cool. And Titan's definitely the MVP of this game. Yeah, Jexic, I agree. The best Forge players are definitely like it's this interesting mix of being like to be really good at Forge, you have to have a mix of aggro but also patience versus like a faction like Cave Goblins where aggro is usually the best way of playing in most matchups. This is a sick replay though. Ooh, great Sentry Cog. This Sentry Cog is so sick. Basically, just like one blocking off this entire area at the same time is guaranteed to get value on either Simpson or Bandit. What a cool game. Ember Cog to kill the Machinist. Yeah, now Vlox is kind of screwed, even though you only have 3 cards left. See you, Aaron. Have a great night. Yeah, that makes sense, Purse Warden. You definitely, I think, I don't think you can play the range game versus um, versus Cloaks as Forged. Like your Sentry Cogs will just get killed eventually, and your Mag Cogs also. Just because Sniper seems really good in this matchup, especially with a range game. Hoping for the 2 on the 2, hoping for the 2 out of 2 on the gunner. And now you're like, well, blocks, you can. This is a cute play by Titan, making it so blocks is sort of stuck here and has nothing good to attack. Oh, and you get the 2 out of 2 on the gunner. Nice, nice workshop also. I mean, it's definitely a very clean game by you, Purse Warden. Maybe you don't think it's perfect, but I definitely think it's a very clean game. This is hilarious by Villetician. Are they going for an Admiral turn next turn? Admiral doesn't seem the best in this position, though. I guess you still have a shot of losing here. Interesting. Yeah, you actually kind of do have a shot of losing this. Though this gate is not... It's in a weird place still. Because their units are very far away. What an interesting board state. But oh, true, you still have Titan. Okay, so Titan's still MVP. Yeah, Titan's been the MVP of this game because it forces your units not to, or it makes it so that your units don't have to take a damage every time they move. Really well played by both players. This is just a nice game overall. Lots of great use of concepts from different factions. Ooh, okay. This is sort of the Hail Mary into the Shadows turn. So they're gonna be able to at least get 5 down. Oh, do they kill the? Oh, they kill the Sentry Cog. Okay, they were hoping for a 1 out of 3 there, or I guess a 2 out of 3. That way, Dagger could go to the other side. Getting in there. Nice round on blocks. A little bit all in because if they have another, or they already used another. They already used the Out of Shadows early on. But yeah, nice play, great game. Thanks for the replay, Purse Warden. That was a fun game. What's my Siri doing? All right. Next up, we have the beast that slumbers, and the word he uses is Corrales. So we're assuming this is a Fey game. This will be fun. All right, after this game, I'm gonna quickly make some more tea. All right, so we have the beast that slumbers against as the Fae against Mountain Vargath. This seems like a hard matchup, as every matchup when you play the Fae does. I will say though, the thing which I didn't appreciate before this league matchup is that Fae, even though they are definitely weak, they definitely have like a lot of decision making potential. Like all your turns, there's like at least like, well, matter in your hand, but there's a lot of turns you can at least do like 3 to 4 different things, and it's hard to know which one's the best thing you can do. Especially with how much draw possibilities you have with Oracle and Scout. How how swarms work. So I could see with just even like a smaller buff, this faction becoming S tier, just because they do have the versatility of like amazing factions such as Sand Goblins or Shadow Elves. But yeah, let's see this game. Oh, you hate to see that. You always want to go first as Faye. Nice opening by Asterix. I don't think I've ever played Asterix before. Oracles are a unit I still don't know how to use. Peer is such an interesting ability where I always want to discard all my oracles because I feel like they're useless. But there's definitely positions, especially later in the game, where you want them for getting magic or drawing a card. I just never understand when to use their ability early on. I guess here it was more just used as an extra attacker, like a zero magic 2/2 by beast. I mean, that said, we talk a lot of shit about the Fae, but the Fae have been to the grand finals of a Plat Hat tournament with XIX, so I'm sure there's some factions which have never been to the finals. That would be an interesting chart. Yeah, someone should do that. Which factions have been to the finals of Plat Hat tournaments? Yeah, I agree, Shoots. It's less about matchup and more if they go first, get the early gate, and Deepwater Sister. Yeah, no, I completely agree. There are games where it feels like Fae are completely balanced, but it can be irregular just because it's very much based off what you're drawing. Do you get champions and gates, like you said, Shoots? Is able to get in the gate positions. We got nice martial forces, just so that Sundared is blocking. Not going to get hit unless there's a whatever the event's called by Nightmare, the equipment. Spearhead. It's in their hand. Okay. I like Beast having High Tide but not immediately using it. Okay, they summon another scout. Interesting. Get the hit, and then use the Tide Breaker to semi-protect the scout. Cool play. Yeah, I agree, Persword. I'm really enjoying the league matchup. It's really fun. I've played some games versus Bean, and I'm currently facing in league Orange Lazarus, and there's some really fun games. It definitely feels like both sides have a lot of opportunities. A great league matchup, which I originally thought would be very Fungal Dwarf sided, but like you said, the carrier to the bottom of the deck is such a cool. Rebuke is just so good in that matchup. Oh, okay, so here's the Corrales. This is the name of the game. Let's see how Corrales is used. I think this champion is still complete trash, but maybe I'm wrong. It's probably very situational. Maybe this is one of those situations. All right, how to use the ability here. All right, Corrales goes up. All right, how does Corrales end up helping this game? I still don't see it. Okay, oh, does Tide Shift work on gates? Maybe that's the key here. Let's see. Oh, it does work. Oh my god. All right, never. Tide Shift's broken. Tide Shift on 10 health gates is so broken. All right, that's so cool. I didn't realize that it worked on gates that way. Yeah, SF versus CH sounds like a fun matchup. Especially because, yeah, Tree's not the best at doing damage to Nymera unless they, have their champions. Okay, interesting. Corral is able to move the 10 health gate bags. Actually, so good. Do they get the 2 out of 2 to clog the gate? Oh, they do. That's the other thing about this matchup against Fungal Dwarves is that Swarm's super good killing carriers and clogging up gate spots potentially, like your summoning phase. Oh, what a nice play. Nice play by Beast. Yeah, it seems like Beast, the two replays Beast has sent from the Fae is very much it's similar to Sand Goblins, trying to get in there, clog gate spots as quickly as possible. And then you're in a good position. And then the forfeit afterwards, yeah. No, this looks very hopeless for Sunderved. Oh, what a cool replay. Yeah, Corrales actually did work there. That gate going back there was critical. Yeah, what a sick play. Because if this didn't happen, so what turn did this happen? Let's see. Just so I'm not making stuff up. So it happened here, and then so turn 11. Yeah, just sort of making it so that Asterix was sort of stuck in this corner, making it easier to clog all the gates. Sick play. Cool. All right, next we have Shoots. Too bad Aaron's not here. Or sorry, no. Next we have Red Hawk. The Goaty Rampage. Nice. 2 goat games in a row. Goats are always fun to watch. Oh, before I start this, let me. I'll be right back in like give me a minute. I'm gonna make some tea. Ooh, this should be a really fun matchup. The Red Hawk as the Tundra or sorry, that's not the Tundra Orcs. As the Mountain Vargath versus Orange Laz as OD. Just in general, this sounds like a very fun matchup. Balzahar versus Goats. Sounds fun. Hello. Okay, cool. I'm back. Sorry, Shoots, I missed your second part. Yeah, Trident does feel like a because it's just so hard to deal with the like. Again, because you can't push champions as a tree, as well as just in general dealing with 4 health. As tree is not the easiest if you can't push things without champions or without them being close to Nivid. Probably champions last a while longer than they do in most matchups as the Fae. And then Purse Warden. I like that sentiment. So Purse Warden says Corral sort of exemplifies good champ play because he creates his own leverage and keeps his own flanks covered, which in general is what you want to do with champs. Yeah, if you're spending 5 magic on a champion, usually you either need to protect it or, even better, if it can protect itself through its ability. Okay, so let's see this Red Hawk as the Martin Vargath versus Orange Lazarus as OD. Sounds like a very fun matchup. A double collar to get the gate spot. Super nice. Nice play. Is able to also get Sundervet in a spot with a gate. Because sometimes if you don't have a gate, then you sort of feel bad about this play because you only have one summoning spot for next turn, potentially. But in this position, Sundervet's in a safe spot as well as you get the forward gate. And they hit all the dice, so very nice play by Red Hawk. Oh well, trying to kill this brute, as well as get some boost in Balzahar. I wonder if Red Hawk brings Sundervet all the way up here. Ooh, we get a ramming turn and a battle leader turn. Okay, this will be exciting. We basically get a gates around beside the last part. Nice play. And we get a bunch of dice on the gate, as well as we know that OL has no gates in hand, so they have to be scared this turn. Very nice punish by Red Hawk for, sort of forced to leave 2 gate spots open. Though I guess they could have put a unit on this side of the gate, but that's not something you're probably thinking about. Yeah, Eden, OL's playing OD. I'm assuming this is a full discard by OL here. Okay, they get the dice as well as the boost. And then they're hoping for a 2 out of 2 here, and they get it. Nice. This is a full... Oh, they keep the guard. Interesting. A little bit of a mistake, I think. But I feel like they probably think if they fully discard, it's a little bit dangerous. Especially because I think they drew all their guards in their first few hands. They get the 3 out of 3. And then the martial forces. Damn. Yeah, I agree, Purse Warden. It's one of the reasons that they're so scary. Nice play by OL. Also, attacking with Balzar first, just because you most likely will lose a boost, and then the Sworn afterwards, so that you can regain the boost. Or most likely regain the boost. So I guess probably OL also needed some demons last turn, because you can summon off fire or ember units. But yeah, very well played by Red Hawk. Okay, interesting. OL puts the gate here. I guess hoping for not another ramming. Oh, and they do have another ramming. So never mind. Nice play by Red Hawk. Sick finish. Yeah, sometimes it's funny how I feel like Mao and Vargath can, like, they get into positions like this where they're able to really punish their opponent for not drawing gates early enough or not protecting their gate spots. And then other times, if the Mount Vargath are not unable to draw gates just because of their starting position, if your opponent goes first, it's sometimes super hard to, like, they immediately get this gate spot a lot of the times. And if they're able to also get another gate spot, then Mount Vargath are in a lot of trouble. I know that happened to both me and Bean during the most recent Plat Hat tournament, where we both had a game where, like, within the first 3 turns, it feels lost just because you go second as Mount Vargath and you just are unable to really defend your gate spots. I mean, can we restart this game? I mean, can OL restart this, please? Okay, me, yeah, send it. I'm happy to see a replay where OD get their revenge by doing gate destruction. Because, yeah, OD are one of the other factions similar to Vargath, which are amazing at destroying gates. Alright. Thanks, Red Hawk. Alright, DQI has a replay called Pounce. Let's see. Don't be... Oh, I never... let me figure out why you said, don't be scared, homie. Oh, that's funny, because they're running away. Or Vox was running away. Was that the reason why? That's true, Purse. Oftentimes in Summoner Wars, one of the weird truisms is that a faction's a bully faction, but then you can also have factions which bully the bully, and vice versa. Just whoever goes first, or whoever gets the right cards. Like, for example, Cave Goblins versus Mount Vargath. They both have opportunities to turn 1 kill each other's gates with the right hand. So it's very funny. Right hand and right dice. Okay. All right. Now we see Red Hawk on the opposite side. So Red Hawk, is he the current Cloak's #1 player? #2 player? Oh my god, who's #1 currently? Who is Red Hawk playing against? Interesting. X-King. Never seen them play before, but very cool. Oh, DQ has #2 on the ladder now. Nice. Let me close this. And they are... Red Hawk's also really high on the ladder, right? He's number 15. Nice. And so DQI is the Fae. DQI plays, like, yeah, he plays 4 different factions. He loves the Fae. I didn't realize he's #1 in... Okay, he just needs #1 in High Elves, and he's #1 in all his 4 favorite factions. They're also... All of them are, like, pretty high complexity factions outside of maybe Chosen Grove, but maybe Eden disagrees with me on Chosen Grove being it's not that it's low complexity, but it's not, like, I wouldn't say it's the highest complexity. Like, compared to High Elves, Shadow Elves, Fae, like, Chosen Grove is not complex. But okay. So DQI with Fae, and the name of this again is Pounce. Okay, cool. Let's see. So again, another game where poor Fae goes second. So already at a disadvantage. And they're able to kill a tiebreaker and also get a Machinist in a nice position. So do they... Okay, so they use the Oracle to draw something here. And did they use it for Magic also? No, they only use it for the draw. Yeah, Oracles I still have no clue how to use. But very cool units. Get the 2/2 and the tiebreaker. Nice. I guess this Oracle is nice just as a placeholder. You draw a card as well as you protect your forward gate spot without sacrificing a unit which you think has value. All right, me. We'll watch that. We'll watch the replay afterwards. All right, Red Hawk pushes up. We're seeing a little bit of defensive Fae, which is cool to see. At least for the first round. For the first round, sorry. I was eating some coleslaw. Are who muted? You mean the game sounds? Hagrada? You think the coleslaw got me? Oh, was my audio not working? Sorry about that. Yeah, the coleslaw. The dangerous coleslaw. Ooh, the whiff. Okay, cautiously pushing it with Nymera, also making always sure that there's something behind Nymera so that you don't get any dagger value from backstab. Death by coleslaw. Sitting in the bathtub full of coleslaw will do that. Is my volume working or is it not? It looks like on my end it's fine. But some whiffs there. Ooh, a high tide. So they have wait in high tide turn. Might see some cool things coming up. Alright, so how do you play this turn out? You have the spearhead. So, a nice play also, because Dagger will not be able to get the attack. The only way Naira dies is through Machinist double attack. Yeah, I agree, shoots. Waden seems really good in this matchup. But yeah, only 2 turns. This is a great game by both players so far. So I'm curious whether Red Hawk goes for the double attack on Enra. Sorry. I kept saying Nymera. Enra. Nymera is the summoner's name. Okay, looks like that's what they're going for. Oh, you can't double attack. My fault. So that's actually an amazing play. Yeah, because that counts as the first attack. Gets the gate spot. It seems like this is the game plan of all the really good Fade players at some point, just limiting gate spots. The Cave Goblin way. Nice, gets the 2 out of 2, so it gets to be able to have a Tidebreaker up. Double attack on Vlox. Vlox is also, even with Moto Boots, is kind of limited to the top quarter of the map. and then the double weight in, which is less effective than last turn, but still kind of brutal. Interesting. I see. Okay, nice play by Red Hawk. Nice shuffling around to potentially get a shot at Nymera, but whiffs, so isn't able to get the gunner attack. Also uses the Machinist to make it hard for Nymera to use Ebb without moving the tiebreaker, so basically waste some movement. So nice play by Red Hawk. Ooh, this might be a cool finish. Do we get the... Okay, we get the 2 out 2. Do we get the Enra for the finish? Yep, let's see it. Okay, they get 1. Do they get the second? That's a sick play. Yeah, great game. Thanks, DQI. That was a sick game. Both well played by by Red Hawk and you. Really cool to see one of the best Cloaks players. How you play against them with Faye. Yeah, no, this is a cool matchup. I think the more and more I see Faye games, especially various players play it, it does seem like it's more like a draw consistency thing as the Fae, which detracts from them. I think you're completely right, Shoots. All right, it's Shoots time, and we get trying custom. So I know, Shoots, that you haven't played too much custom games. I haven't watched any of yours from the custom game tournament. I know Jexic recently, earlier this week, was streaming some of the games. I'm not sure if Jex is going to stream some more. I hope so, because it's always fun getting his analysis on Summoner Wars. But I know you're pretty new to custom decks in that you are currently have a deck in the tournament based around the tree. So we'll see how this game goes. Oh, cool. Is your first custom game Shoots in the tournament? As with many factions, they also seem to struggle with when they miss dice. Yeah. Yeah. That's I guess I was asking Vexer and Davood about that a little bit. They talked a little bit about it, but I think everyone's in agreement where there's kind of an intrinsic problem with aggro decks and Summoner Wars, just like based off how the game is structured, where you will always, especially for tournaments such as, Plat Hat, where you need to, for the last round, be the top of the group or potentially top 2 of the groups. Aggro factions are great, but you just reduce, because you are reliant on less turns, like there's less room for mistakes and more room for dice to kind of mess you up. Aggro factions are just in general at a disadvantage in Summoner Wars, just like as a design principle. Not that I would want to change anything to adjust that, but just in general, you have less room for mistakes and you have less room for bad dice as an aggro faction. And that's why usually you see really, the players who make it to the Plat Hat finals, I guess last time being a little bit of or not this tournament, but the one previously with XIX, bringing the Fae, a little bit of an outlier, but most of the time, majority of the decks they bring are aggro decks or aggro decks which they play more passively. All right, I'm excited to see this. So can we see their deck or no? Okay, cool. Can we see your deck? Okay, cool. So this is Shoot's first custom deck game. So they're against Freudemeyer with an exclamation point. I love that name. And they seem to be going for a mass boost deck as Fungal Dwarf. So they have... I don't know what this champ does. What does Triss do? This unit cannot be attacked by an attack more than once per turn. If this unit attacks an adjacent unit, its strength is increased by the base strength of its target. Oh, interesting. That's a cool unit. for Magic to get out though. But it does seem like a very fun unit, especially in certain matchups. I think, to be honest, I think though what I wish was different in custom, like I think Summoner Wars, the way they do custom decks is amazing, but if they wanted to make it more competitive, I think there should be like similar to Magic where there should be like a sideboard. Because Triss seems amazing in some matchups, but in other matchups like terrible. So it might be, you know, a card you bring in your sideboard. Oh, interesting. Purse Warden as an anti-Burb unit. That makes sense. Yeah, because Burb would just give this thing so many dice. Oh, no, it can only be attacked once. So Burb is the one which can attack every time it hits with an attack, it can attack again. So in this case, you'd only attack once, and then it couldn't attack again, which makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, I don't play. So then you have warriors. So this is kind of like you can probably get 5 boosts really easily on a warrior in a turn. So this is kind of like the pre-nerfed frogs. You just you don't realize that you're gonna get like a 6 damage warrior just hitting you. And then they have Seed Bearer, seem really good just for one, getting boost on units, as well as, you know, Vine Grab to move enemy commons around. Weaving seems really good. It seems like a solid deck all around. Spores, as well as just normal fungal dwarf shenanigans with beasts. Interesting. Okay, do they have one Mystic? Interesting. Okay. I always love the one-offs. Oh, one Call Forth. Yeah, Call Forth seems really good in this matchup. So this is like kind of like you have some type of assassination attempts with maybe warriors, even though you don't have a speed potion. But in general, it seems like a very, you know, a better version of, I guess, the fungal dwarves. All right, let's see Shoots decks. So Shoots, I know, went for a more econ Nimid. So Peace and Sanctity. Sanctity with Nimid sounds hilarious. Uproots, Vinemancer sounds so good. Vinemancer are just arguably, I think some people put them as the best common in the game, just due to Vine Pull and their stats for one. Magic is so good. Vine Pull is just so good. You can also Vine Pull Nimid. That's a sick. I didn't even realize that. So Nimid is actually pretty mobile with Vinemancer. That's sick, actually. I haven't even thought about that. Nice play. Mystic for the boost. Audric, nice. Especially because I feel like in deck building, probably a lot of units are low health. A nice single Lioness. Uproot. What events do you have? You have Autumn. Sanctity, Guarding, one copy. Cassia sounds really good also, yeah. And then Call Forth also. Yeah, one unit, it seems like one or two copies of Call Forth. Maybe, I can even see 2 versions of Call Forth with something as high health as Nimid. But yeah, let's see how this game goes. So they start out with Weaving. So I'm assuming we're going to see some crazy deck building first turn. Stim Shrooms. Oh my god. What are we going to see? Interesting. What's the idea here? Why is... Okay, interesting. Just really going for Nibbit turn 1. All in. They miss sadly, but are able to get the boost on the beast so that the beast doesn't take a damage at the end of the turn. Okay, and they go for the guard. Interesting. Okay, because they can only attack the guard. Oh, you can't. Oh, true, because you can't be forced. Makes sense, Shoots. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. So Vine Mantras can only move you if you're uprooted, because otherwise you can't be forced. Nice. If you hit this, it's almost a perfect turn. Oh, and you whiff. I wonder why they keep going for your forward gate spot. because they don't want you summoning anything there. I'd be curious to get their what they were thinking. I guess here they have 2 of your gate spots covered, but you also have this back gate. And release the spores. Trying to get the fungal swamp going. Ooh, and Peaceaura. Nice play here, trying to prevent any of their units getting peace. And Sanctity, nice, keeping Nimid safe. Sally, you whiff. But you're able to get the Seed Bearer. And you're able to get the other carrier. So, good turn overall. Okay, they push in, which they should. Oh, sorry, spoilers. Nope, more spoilers. Interesting. Oh, so they did that so they could get the extra boost on the carrier to get the double beast out this turn. Okay, cool play. This Lioness is gonna get a ton of boost, I'm assuming. And you also have Guarding this turn. Guarding's an interesting ability, though it seems really good in a Nimid deck. Oh, I see. You're hoping to draw into Mystic Shoots so you could boost the line. The Garden Spirit seems pretty good here, still. Especially with Peaceaura. Peaceaura plus Guardian Spirits. Wait, does that guarantee that your first attack does 0 damage? No, because it just reduces the amount of dice you roll, so never mind. The other spores. Okay, you get both a Vimancer and a Peace. Yeah, that seems like a Call Forth is such a cool ability in a Nimid deck. Double Peacekeeping, Audric safe also, which is nice. As well as making sure that you're always going to have this spot have peace. Yeah, this is a cool deck, especially with Nimid. I don't think this deck would work with most other summoners. But with Nimid, it's such cool. And Vine Mancers plus, you can probably do some crazy stuff with Vine Mancers plus Seed Bearers. And also, Nimid's ability allows you to, if it has a boost on it, you can immediately boost a Vine Mancer. So it's a super cool synergy between Vine Mancer and Nimid. Okay, interesting. So Call Forth. Are we going to get like a super boosted warrior here? I'm assuming. So they can get 3 boosts. So warrior is going to go up to 5 this turn? Okay, so they don't kill their own carrier for the extra boost. Do they have a demand in their deck? Probably not. Oh, they do have a demand, okay. Just ridiculous amounts of dice. Oh, interesting. You have a Guardian also in this deck. I didn't even see that. Just like really able to move commons all over the map. Do you like Guardians more than you like? Interesting. But clutch uproot here to get Nimbit into safety. Do you think Guardians are better in this deck shoots than your normal Guardian? Whatever the Guardian, the Phoenix Elves Guardian is better in this deck than the. Oh, because I guess no, this is actually kind of cool. I kind of like this because basically you can use Vine Mancers and Seed Bearers to get the extra damage and engage. I see. That's very clever. That's very clever shoots. Okay, I like it. I like it. I see the vision. I see the vision. Compared to the other Guardians Nimbit has, which only have a you can't attack. Okay, we're getting Odric in there, but it has no boost, so it makes sense. It also can only be attacked from one side. You consider cutting it for another Lioness. Yeah, Lioness seems really good in this deck. You just generate so many boosts so quickly. Like I'm sure this Fungal Dwarf deck would also have Lionesses if they could, if the symbols matched. Getting more damage on Nimbit. Nimbit down to 5. To be a little bit careful. But at least you have the cards to... or do you? A little bit scary. Yeah, this Peace Aura is doing work. Oh, Maladar here? That's super cool. Odric just gets infinite boost. That's a cool combo. Odric plus Maladar. Yeah, that's a very sick combo. Oh, whiff. Sad. Ooh, double whiff. That's crazy. But at least the mage dies of attacks. But they could use that to your advantage to get double attack. Like they could use that to their advantage, sorry. Oh, triple attack, I see. So, oh, wait, what? What? They had a chance for a kill here. But I guess they want to go for econ. Interesting. I guess the idea was they just want to get boosts. But I think they would have, or they had a shot at killing you there. Probably get a coin toss. But 6 dice, 4 ranged on 5 health. Oh wait. I'm stupid. It only had 1 health, so Odric would have killed it. I'm stupid. Sometimes when you're watching games live, you completely forget how, or in general, I just forget how interactions are working. Yeah, you're right, Shoots. I completely forgot. But you have Autumn in hand now, nice. And Cassia also. This is a pretty sick deck when it gets all rolling. It just seems like impossible for them to deal with it. The main thing you have to be afraid of is Nimbit dying, which of course is really hard with Sanctity as well as just Nimbit having 20 health. Yeah, I agreed. Shoots if they had another range unit, but they probably didn't. But this is a cool game. Yeah, Odric is like pretty sick. And now you have Cassia plus Odric. Cool game. Yeah, you don't even need to go for Vine Gate here because it's anyway surrounded. I wonder if there's a way to balance deck building around, because the main problem about deck building is just the one turn kills are just way more likely, which just makes it intrinsically imbalanced. Like no matter what you're playing, there's a good chance, or not a good chance, but there's a much higher chance than base that you just die turn one. But it's a super cool format in general. Too bad Cassia can't heal champions. Maladar Cassia would just be broken then. Maladar. Yeah, good point, me. Having three champions on the board at the same time. You have Audric, Maladar, and Cassia. It's also nicely curved, this deck, which you bring shoots. Because everything is under 5 magic. Audric is doing so much work. Oh no. Gets the boost. Audric's at a million boost. Never ending amount of boosts. Yeah, this is a cool game. Cool to see, because you kind of force this faction which would rather stay back and just, play econ to get into you, and then if they go into you, they had a shot at Nimid, but it was not the best shot, and you just completely out econ them with this Audric combo, Audric Cassia piece. It's a cool combo. Very cool. Thanks, Shoots. That was a great replay. DQ, I sent another one. Ping damage. I'm assuming this is another. All right, neat. Should we do the palette cleanser first, or should we do the Death Star? Let's do the Death Star first, and then we can do the palette cleanser revenge for Red Hawk killing OD as Mount Vargath. This is the only game this round that you were able to get the whole defense up and running. Yeah, I feel like probably there's so many aggro factions. Let's see how the tournament's going. Run deck to rule them all 3. Oh, who has the highest? So the Filth has the most highest. So Filth are just broken. That's what it seems like. Tundra Orcs and Filth. Tundra Orcs makes sense. Filth are just broken in both base and also in custom deck. I guess if they just wanted to nerf Filth the easiest way, maybe it's just like if they just want summer changes to just make the recall thing the summer does to 4 boost instead of 3 boost or something. Something in there. Jeez, that's so good. I'll watch some of these off stream. I don't want to. I want Jexic to be the custom deck person. Massimo's doing well. Jexic also. Always great to see. But yeah, I need to watch some of these games off stream just to see. Oh, Persewarren, you're doing well also. Nice. You bring Fungal Doors? Very cool. Devil Fishing? Did you bring Skyscraper Ravens? No, Cape Goblins. Shoots, you're doing very well also. You and Chabata are leading the group right now with G and Nak Progny. But it's super cool to see how many people are doing base decks. Because I think the last one had like... How many groups did the last one have? Let's see. One deck to rule them all 2. I think that was like so few people. How many... Or am I wrong? 6 pools? Versus now it's... Oh, sorry. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Versus now it's... We have almost double the amount of pools. Super cool to see that many people playing. cool. Okay. Super cool. I'll watch some of your games later, Purse Warden. Always cool to see deck construction. Especially because you can choose to get like only 1 or 2 copies or even 3 copies of a faction. Wait, is this the right one? I think so. Yeah. All right, let's watch me. And the title of this is Death Star. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, I think I have some ideas what the Death Star will be. Okay, nice. Getting some boost. Ooh, willpower. Okay, so potentially going for the kill here. Oh, that's the worst. The re-roll into no boost. You take the damage? Yeah, you definitely do. Otherwise, you're taking 3 damage or 3 dice to the face. Especially against cave goblins. They get double thruster starting hand. That's sick. This is like a dream cave goblin, especially with the rider living here. Dream cave goblin starting. Motor also on. Okay, they keep the motor. I'm curious if they discard the motor or not. This looks dangerous though as a. Oh, they missed, but even then, this looks dangerous as a cave goblins. Or sorry, as Balzahar. Nice place that play G-men killing their own unit, denying the magic. G-men cave goblins. Cool. Always nice getting some damage on Krusk early on. Balzahar. Ooh, nice play. Getting some good dice on the gate, especially against OD. You have to be a little bit careful here in terms of your gate exploding. Okay, I like it by G-men. Basically putting Clink here, opening up the gate spot for next turn if the gate doesn't die this turn, which there might be a good shot. Also, all right, do you get the boost? You do, but you don't get up to. You need 1 more attack before you get to 3. Oh, okay, you do get it. Nice with the sworn attack. Nice play. Super nice play. Double attack to kill the gate. Oh, and you get it. Sick. Sick meat. Yeah, I think G-men a little bit. They probably didn't expect that many dice on their gate that turn, but that's a sick play by you. Okay, typical cave or very G-men right here, going all in. Will they be able to protect Krusk here or no? This looks actually super dangerous. Ooh, do you have it? Oh. This might be it. Oh, gets it. Let's see it. Oh, gets a 3 out of 3. Is it a 7 out of 7 or Volcanic Blast? Gets a 6. Oh my god. Yeah, I can see this is definitely a Death Star moment. And the BM, not the BM, you just did 1. Nah, sick game, me. That was a very fun game. Showing how Balzahar can do things. So sick. It's kind of a fun matchup. I know this was a league matchup a couple seasons ago and Cave Goblins completely destroyed, but definitely OD with the right cards have their opportunities with the right cards and the right plays. All right. We'll watch another me. This is the palette cleanser from the goats destroying the OD. So now we'll have the me, I guess, on the OD. Or is it me losing to the OD? We shall see as the goats. All right. Yeah, I feel like it's a bad matchup for Balzahar in general. Made a few updates. So Purse Warden's trying Seed Bearers over Vine Mancers on account of getting the pull in the move phase versus the attack phase. Yeah, that's a good point. Purse Warden, the pull in the move phase is definitely can have its advantages. And then, yeah, potentially adding boosts. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Instinct. Dark and Divine. Okay, Astral's game versus Crimson Sun. Uh, okay, yeah, I'm down to check that game out after we watched the last two games. Or maybe I'll keep DQI's replay for the next time. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. All right, so the goats go second this time. Able to get the boost. Poor Connor's getting beat up the stream. This is the second replay he's on the losing side of. All right, gets the slinger. I'm assuming they're gonna stronghold here. They have double stronghold, so it would make sense. Okay, and they get it. Gate to your side probably for the summoning spot as well as yeah, they didn't really protect the summoning spot too much. And they didn't stronghold, interesting. Ooh, this would be a sick Molten Blast turn. Okay, nice play. So the Brute can actually force you here because you're surrounded on both sides. So they decide to go this side instead. Okay, so this is a stronghold turn, I'm assuming. Okay, gets the Balzahar. Balzahar's not feeling too happy. Still stronghold though. I guess there would be an argument to keep Sunderved there. But you probably take a lot of damage the turn afterwards. Ooh, you get the surround. Nice. Kind of greedy not to stronghold is around his base, around his gate. Ooh, we got the 2 boost. Nice. No gates in hand. This is a revenge for OL. The OL revenge. From what Red Hawk, or no, it was it Red Hawk? Yeah, it was Red Hawk. Wait, they don't get out of their gate spot? I guess they don't want to be in Balzahar's line of fire. And also, we get surrounded regardless, I guess. Especially with the demon. Ooh, the whiff. Well, nice positioning by Yumi. Gets the boost. They're just man-fighting you. I like it. Oh, no, they have a stronghold so they can escape afterwards. Yep. Interesting. Shouldn't have attacked with a guard. Oh, and just in case, yeah, you killed the caller and then you gave them a gate spot. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, if you had hit, you would have given them a potential gate spot. And then if it was a slinger, they might have had a shot on Balzahar also with martial forces. All right. Ooh, nice play. Nice play. Sick ending. I guess they kind of would have been... No, that you would have still been able to hit them with maybe an archer on the other side, so makes sense where they were. Nice palate cleanser. Alrighty. Alright. I think I'm done for right now watching submitted replays, so we can have some replays for next time. But definitely I'll be watching more of yours, Purse Warden and Bookish's and Nestle's. Maybe tomorrow, actually, if I'm feeling up to it. Maybe before the Vexer stream. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for the replays. That was sick. Maybe we end it with the the game you recommended me from the custom deck? Yeah, I agree. Me. So you said it was. Oh, Purse Warden was recommending. Sorry. Astral's games versus Crimson Sun. All right, let's see this. Crimson Sun 2000. The stream will be at 2:30 Pacific time. Shoots, and we'll be going over Wave 4. So Wave 4 is after. I don't know. I forget, to be honest, what Wave 4 is. I'll have to look it up. All right, so we have Astral with. Is this the patented, the disastrous Blood Summon? Yeah, this looks like the Blood Summon. Maybe I was thinking about an early version. I know when Ben was playing custom decks, there was this crazy Blood Summon. You could do some crazy stuff with Solendar and Blood Summon. Because you could damage your own units, which makes Solendar get their boost up for Into the Shadows, or also just for boost for other areas. Versus Crimson Sun, which is playing. Oh, this is the similar deck which we saw before, except they have Medi Kairu, and they have Lucian instead of the one Shoots was facing, where they had what champions? I forget what champs they had in that one. They also have other carriers. So they have only 2 beasts, 3 fungal carriers, and then 3 Crimson, not Crimson Order, Fallen Kingdoms carriers. Okay. Spring also, interesting. Symbiotic, okay. Different deck, but similar principle. I think Lucian's kind of a really cool card. I think Lucian's like very underrated just because Shadow Elves have so many other good cards that Lucian gets played very little. But I think in most other decks with the same mechanic, Lucian would probably get a lot more play. It's like a very... Like, if you keep it safe, you usually can get a lot of value. Or even just the threat of Lucian, with a bunch of boost. Scares people off. Okay, let's watch this game. So I'm assuming getting the 2 boost here on Solendar. Oh, sorry, let's see their hand. And also they gotta draw the cards. Oh, I see. This is gonna be a giant Ovi. And this is just a bunch of card draw and boost. Ooh, they double whiff. Is that a 0 for 5? That's nuts. Alright, they get the double attack, the patented double attack with Beast and Carrier, as well as they get the boost on the Warrior. That's kind of a cool idea, just getting a Warrior back there with a lot of boost on. Alright, getting even more boost on Selendar. Interesting. And they have 3 Oracles in their hand. Interesting. I'm guessing they're trying to get Ovi out. And just have like a 10 damage. Oh, does Ovi match up at... it probably matches it. Oh no, it's infinite. Interesting. So it's not just maxing out at +5. Oh my god, how many dice has Astral missed? They're 0 for... They've rolled 3 whiffs with mages. Or 2 with mages, 1 with Seeker or whatever that card's called. Okay, so they get their gate spot back, or Crimson Sun gets their gate spot back. I don't really like this gate too much here. I guess they're afraid of an assassination attempt here, but this kind of makes it so this warrior is just like not going anywhere anytime soon. Oh my god, how many oracles? And they return the oracles to hand. My god, just infinite draw basically. That's a sick combo, my god. This is like super Shadow Elves. They've already went through most of their deck at this point. Into the Shadows. Okay. Take this back. Oh, they put the Oracle back in their hand to get an extra damage on it with Ovi. That's a cool play. There's this is quite the brain burner deck. But at least you only need to play one deck. It's cool. Cool interaction though. Okay, Summer trying to really kill this Ovi, realizing it's probably one of the win conditions of this deck. Are unable to kill Ovi. Okay, is this the turn? We just got like a 12 magic or 12 dice Ovi. Oh my god, what's gonna this we have a tome, they have a blood summon, more oracles. This is a sick deck. And I was saying buff oracles. Clearly not. Into the purge. Wait, where's it getting the damage from? Into the blood summon. Oh, this is sick. Purge bursting. Mage bursting. Warrior. But how is the... Oh, they're gonna get like 14 dice. No, more than 14 dice. I don't want to think how much damage is... What is happening on my screen? This is deck building at its best. Just some combo, which is crazy. What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I watching? What am I... I'd be curious to ask them how long it took them to come up with this turn. My god. This turn. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess dozens of boost on Blood Summon too. Plus dozen. Holy. And they also have the demand. Not that. Oh, Celandar's enchant. That was a sick turn. I'm not sure how long it took them to come up with this turn, but sick turn. What a game. What was their last few cards? Oh, not gonna spoil what's happening in my league games. How's the draw pile increasing? Good question. Let me see. And they're 4-0 with this deck, so clearly it's going well for them. Oh. My god, look at this turn. Look at how much text is in this turn. Look how much text is in this turn. So they're returning... Were cards going back to their deck, or were they just losing cards? Let's see. So they started out with 11 cards. My god, how do I do this in a way which doesn't... Okay. And they end up with 3 cards. So I don't think they got any cards back in their deck, did they? Oh, True Shoots, yeah. You can't go back. You can't undo. So they were probably just searching for another warrior in hand. Hmm. What cards could go back into their hand? Yeah, Enro would be the only one which would go back to their hand. Or, sorry, go back into their deck after being destroyed. Is there any other cards? I don't see the Bursting Mutant is kind of cool. It's like a very cool idea. Yeah, what a deck. Just drawing a lot of cards. And then they have exactly 2 warriors, right? No worries, me. That was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. I'll be streaming tomorrow again. Maybe earlier, but definitely by 2:30 PST, where we'll be going over, or I guess Vexer will be going through his tier list, going through every card in the Wave 4 factions. And then maybe afterwards I watch some more replays from this. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for submitting replays. Those were all a ton of fun. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. But anyways, sleep well, guys. Good night.